Blue Protocol players are pissed. Not even pissed. They are absolutely, unequivocally livid. For those of you unaware, the final Japanese Blue Protocol livestream was held. In that live stream, they confirmed Blue Protocol would be releasing on June 14th, 2023. So imagine seeing this. Imagine during the live stream, players are presented with an actual, official, concrete, confirmed release date. On the 14th of June, players are going to be able to log into the game and play it. It is in a 100% fully incomplete form. Players over on the Blue Protocol subreddit were ecstatic. Hopefully global release would be soon too. Q4 2023 at best, Q1 2024 more realistically. But unfortunately, all hope for a 2023 was absolutely squashed, destroyed, after it was confirmed that Blue Protocol, published by Amazon Game Studios, was somehow, for whatever reason, delayed. The Western version launch date changed. Amazon Games is now changing the official global release date from 2023 to 2024. The PC closed beta test, however, is going to be held at some point in 2023. This is pretty big news, very disappointing news, as Amazon had confirmed that Blue Protocol was still pretty much on schedule to release within 2023, that there were not going to be any delays, that they were not encountering any issues. I said earlier this year, when the final Japanese network test was delayed by roughly 2 months, that this was going to negatively impact the release date globally. Players thought there's no way it's going to affect the global release date because Amazon, they have been localizing the game over a period of time, and that the issue that the Japanese version encountered was something minor that Japan was going to remedy and send the fixed version over to Amazon and apply. That would take maybe a few hours, maybe a few days, but that delay was not large enough to impact the overall release that was slated for 2023. Evidence to the contrary. Or, you know what, maybe their release of Throne and Liberty, which has also been pushed back a few months, is the sole reason for the delay, because maybe Amazon don't want to release two different MMOs that are going to compete with one another, that could potentially destroy any kind of potential long-term success. And that makes sense, because I've always been of the opinion that it's really dumb to license and then publish two MMOs within just a couple months of one another. Before we go any further, I just want to take a moment here to thank all of our incredible patrons. You guys allow me to continue to play games like this for a living, and I can never truly repay that kindness. Also, if you're interested, I stream over on Twitch every single weekend. You should totally come on over and join me. How do you justify a 6-month plus delay for a game that will be ready by half of June? Seriously, Amazon? And significantly more than 6 months at that. They said only 2024 and not even the first quarter of 2024, which means theoretically it could also come out Christmas 2024. That is true. Holy shit. I didn't even think of that. They didn't give an exact release date, just 2024. That could fucking be at the end of the year. We could be waiting another year or another year and a half to successfully get the game. Amazon's censoring stocks just went up. This legit killed my hype. Waiting 6+ months is insane while people can already play it in their native language. I mean, Asian games typically release in their respective Asian countries anyway, so this is pretty much normal, but I do agree, potentially having to wait 6 months, 12 months, 18 months is absurd, given in theory we were only going to be a few months behind the Japanese release initially. Bro, even the closed beta isn't determined. Yeah, just at some point in 2023. If all goes according to plan. I knew it. Amazon doesn't want to release Throne and Liberty and Blue Protocol at the same time. That's actually my thought process behind this. But at the same time, Throne and Liberty looks like it's going to be a massive bomb after seeing the gameplay, after seeing the autoplay and the reception from Korean players. Well, that's my hype gone. But it's like Lost Ark, where there's no catch-up mechanics to get us to JP progress decently, and maybe a ton of JP exclusive events and collabs, etc., like in PSO2. Ugh, hype gone. Tower of Fantasy has been miserable being behind with a crazy catch-up speed rush, slow down right before catching up and rebalancing random things for global. Remember, save all your chips in currency because X is coming in a few months. Save forever. Never enjoy the Dude, that's a bit of an overreaction. Thanks, I hate it. I was getting worried since we had zero communication on the Western Front. Yeah, no updates or communication since December 2022. 3+ years of following this. I'm just gonna play in Japanese. I feel like at the end of the day, this is pretty much par for the course. Amazon continue to announce dates and then are incapable of sticking to said dates. Very disappointing, but at the same time, what on earth has given you the impression that Amazon are capable in any capacity of successfully publishing a game? Because they're not. They're fairly incompetent. Blue Protocol, it'll eventually come out. It will. It's going to come out theoretically in 2024 at some point. There are a lot of us that are going to play on the Japanese servers, at least initially. And they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot here by delaying it for potentially 6 months to a year and a half. And I know it's an overreaction to think, you know, rip Blue Protocol, but at the same time, a delay of this magnitude is definitely going to have a very significant impact on the overall success of the game. Because the longer it's delayed, the longer it takes for us to play it, the less people are going to be interested in it. Now, I'm still excited, I'm still going to play it, but man, this kind of sucks to wake up to in the morning. Now, if Blue Protocol isn't your kind of game, absolutely no problem. I got you covered with 2 different videos on screen right now that might be of more interest to you. Go check them out.